Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, wherever you're watching from. Hope you're having a good day, a good week. And in this video, I want to talk a little about the price of Bitcoin, where we are, where we're going in the upcoming weeks, the way I see the market. And also, I want to talk to you about this little free tool that I built. Very, very cool features on here. It's totally free to use. I'll leave a link in the description so you can try it out. So stick around for that. And first, let's go over the price a little bit. We are at 66,000 right now. And by the way, the little ticker that I added here, the Bitcoin price, this is the price at the time of recording this video. So when you see this video, the price probably will be different. So 66,500 at the moment. We're looking at the 3-day chart, and I want to go over something called the death cross when the 50 moving average crosses the 200 moving average. Right here we have the 200 moving average is the yellow line, and the 50 moving average is the purple line. And so usually if we go back a little bit at, let's say, 22, and we measure the price that we had, and from the moment that the 50 moving average crosses the 200 moving average, we can see that we had a 60% decline in the price, right? And if we go right now and we check where we are at the moment, we've been down about 33%. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be identical and we have to go 60%, but it's just something to keep in mind. And we can go even further to 2018. And if we look at when the 50 moving average crossed the 200 moving average right here, so we had a 50% down in 2018 when we had this death cross right here. And we had another death cross in 2022, and we went down about 60% before we went up again. So right now we are at 33%, and I believe we're going to have another leg down, just because the market is showing a lot of weakness in the whole market, geopolitical issues around the world, oil prices, the stock market, everything is pointing to a weakness in the market, especially if we look at the fear and greed index. We can see that the fear and greed index is at extreme fear at 9, and this is extremely low. So that is why I believe we're going to see a little bit more of a decline in the price. I might be totally wrong too, so it's just my opinion, of course, not financial advice. I believe that 2026 is going to continue to be a bear market. We usually find a lower low around April, sometimes around October. So that is why I believe there's going to be a little more weakness in the market, and we might go a little bit lower. So let's move on to my free tool that I created here. So this is a Bitcoin projection tool, and let's say you have zero point 0.2 Bitcoin. So the tool will show you the current value of your holdings, zero point 0.2 Bitcoin in today's prices. That's 13,300. And if we look at, let's be more conservative with 15% annual growth in Bitcoin. We will have in 5 years, we will have 26,000. And with a 15% growth per year, Bitcoin will be around 133,000. If we go to a 10-year time horizon, we will see that in 10 years we will have 53,000, because 15% annual growth, and Bitcoin's price will be around 270,000. Now, a cool feature that you have here is dollar cost average. And if you toggle this on, you can put the amount that you are going to DCA. So let's say we're gonna do $50 weekly into Bitcoin. So it will show you here how much you have invested. If you want to do 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, let's go with 5 years just for the example. And you see you have invested $13,000, $50 weekly, and that will be almost $6,000 gain from your DCA if the percentage of Bitcoin goes, of course, to our plan. And of course, this is just a projection tool and it basically doesn't guarantee any outcomes. So invest at your own risk, of course. And so if we keep scrolling down here, we can see the network ownership that we have. If we have zero point 0.2, that's out of 21 million. That will be 0.000000095% of the total network of Bitcoin. And our ownership in 5 years, if we kept DCA and we did all that, we will have 0.34 Bitcoin, and our ownership of the network will be increased, of course. And so we have this chart here also. We can see our total, the green total plus DCA, and the hold only. If we did not DCA, we have the projection here. We scroll a little more down. We can see here the Bitcoin price milestones. We can see the prices of Bitcoin over the years. If we go to monthly returns, we can see which months were green, which months were red. So if we go to Bitcoin key metrics here, we can see the key metrics of Bitcoin, all-time high, market cap, Bitcoin dominance in the crypto market, 24-hour volume, largest single day gain, largest single day loss. And we can see a little chart here of the Bitcoin price since 2013 and our last Bitcoin price history by date. This section you can simply choose what date you want to see the Bitcoin price. And let's do, for the sake of this example, January 2020 until, let's say, until January 2021. And it will show us the gain or loss, the percentage during this time. It will show you what was the price in these months, and it will show you the return in these days. So between January 2020 to January 2021, we had a 247% increase in the price. Okay, so this is it for this tool. You can feel free to play around with it. It's totally free. So feel free to play around with it. Put in your numbers here. Let me know how you like it. Leave a comment if you see something that we can add or change. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. And if you're not following me on X, this is my X account. Go follow right now. I post there every day. And yeah, so this is it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video.